Alright guys, so I rebuilt my Mac Mini M4 desk setup. And I found one of the coolest accessories I've ever used. This retro docking station with built-in 5 inches monitor and a full-speed NVMe SSD enclosure. It basically turns the Mac Mini into a retro mini computer. And honestly, I'm obsessed with this thing. But before we get into this setup, I want to talk about something that hit me this month. Switching phones is still a nightmare in 2025. Imagine like transferring your WhatsApp messages, you have to move your data. It's all still pretty stressful. And that's why in today's video, I'm showing you 2 things that generally solve my headaches for me. This insane dock that upgrades the Mac Mini experience and the Mobile Trans version 5.0. The tool I now use every time I switch phones. So before I rebuilt my Mac Mini setup, I also upgraded my phone. And like always, transferring everything over was painfully slow. Moving to iOS took forever as well. WhatsApp chats didn't want to transfer. And I hit random failed transfer errors. And really, I fear of losing chats. Man, no thanks. So if you use your phone for work like I do, YouTube messages, brand deals, family chats, you literally can't afford to lose data. That's when I ended up using the Mobile Trans v5.0. And genuinely, it saved me hours. So I'm going to show you exactly how it works. And then we'll get right into the retro dock review. Now the first frustration here is the slow data transfer speeds. Sometimes it takes like 3 hours and sometimes even like 10 hours. And then it fails. The Mobile Trans 5.0 is the fastest WhatsApp and social data transfer tool I've ever tried. You connect both phones, choose WhatsApp transfer, and boom, it moves everything. From like messages, photos, stickers, videos, group chats, even your Google Drive, WhatsApp backup to your phone. And it does it way faster than built-in tools. Now the second issue is the transfer failures. This is like the worst. Most apps use the cloud transfer, so if the connection drops, your whole transfer resets. But the Mobile Trans 5.0 does device-to-device transferring, which means no random disconnects, no corrupt backups, no transfer failed messages at 98%. Now the worst fear here is wiping your old phone too early, then realizing some chats didn't transfer. Now Mobile Trans solved this because you can do a local backup. Then you can restore it to any phone, from Android or iOS. It supports more than 10 types of WhatsApp data, including backups from Google Drive, iPhone, which iOS doesn't support natively. Now I love how it has a super clean UI as well. It's super fast and 0 failures. Download the link in the description below if you want to follow along. Alright, now that my phone transfer was sorted, let me show you what actually made my Mac Mini setup feel complete. This retro docking station. Now this dock is honestly the most unique accessory for the Mac Mini M4 that I've ever seen. It turns your Mac Mini into a retro-style mini computer with the 5-inch Full HD IPS display, 10 GB per second M2 NVMe PCIe SSD enclosure, SD and micro SD readers that can be used simultaneously, 4 USB-A 10 GB per second, and 1 USB-C with HDMI in, 3.5mm audio, and a super clean aluminum SSD cover. All in a compact little shell that sits perfectly under the Mac Mini. Now the built-in 5-inch IPS screen is surprisingly sharp with 1280 by 720p. I use it for system monitoring, OBS audio levels, Discord chat, camera preview for my overhead shots, or simply keeping a widget dashboard visible. And it has its own power button as well, and it has brightness buttons so you don't have to go to the Mac Mini to increase the brightness or lower the brightness. And this is my favorite part. The bottom has a full PCIe NVMe slot which is good up to 8 terabytes with 10 gigabits per second speed. And the compatibility list is huge, from Acer, Crucial, Corsair, Samsung, Inland, WD Block, basically any fast NVMe that you want. Now there's nothing worse with like the Mac Mini because it only has a few spots. It doesn't even have an USB-A slot. Basically, this dock replaces an extra USB-C hub. Now this works perfectly with the Mac Mini M4 or M4 Pro, basically the small form factor. You can also use this with the MacBook Pro as an external monitor. Same with the Windows machine that has a Thunderbolt 4 or 5 or USB 4. Now it also comes with 3 USB-C cables. One is like super short, 18mm for the Mac Mini. One is for other Macs and Windows PC. One is a power input if you need it. It also weighs 510 grams, which feels solid, and the aluminum SSD cover gives the premium vibes. Now this is how I'm using it daily. The 5-inch monitor shows the time, kind of like a screensaver. The SSD holds my YouTube project files. USB ports power my audio interface and other devices. SD and micro SD, perfect for my DJI cameras and easy transfer files. And the whole thing just makes the Mac Mini feel like a complete workstation. Literally no mess, no dongles, no clutter. So yeah, if you're building a Mac Mini setup, grab this retro docking station. And if you're switching phones soon, save yourself the headache and use the Mobile Trans 5.0. You can download the link in the description below, and it helps the channel a lot if you get it from there. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope I was able to help you on a brand new dock for your Mac Mini. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!